channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your reasoning here. That has been your which has been the constructions of squares and triangles, that what we have discussed here in the detail about it. And on the same cases that has been important too, which as I told you beforehand only. And this has been your classes, your 229th classes, where we had done your 228 classes in the last classes that we had discussed here, where we had completed your verbal reasoning. In verbal reasoning we had done your general mental ability, and then we had done your logic reasoning as well. In general mental ability, what we had done is your analogy, classification, series completion, coding, decoding, blood relation, puzzle test. After that we had done here, that has been your sequential after tracing, deletion sense test, logical Venn diagram, and alphabet test, number ranking, time sequence test, mathematical operation, logical sequence of words, arithmetic reasoning, inserting the missing character, data sufficiency, decision making, assertions and reasons, situation reaction test, and then verification of the truth of the statement as well. Other than that, we will discuss about section 2, which is being the logic reasoning, where we have to cover up the logic statement, argument statement, assumption statement, course of action statement, conclusion, deriving conclusion from passages, theme deduction, question statement, miscellaneous logical puzzle as well. In non-verbal reasoning, we had done your series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completion of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice. Now we're gonna the situation we had done, and where we have to discuss about the constructions of squares and triangles, and that is being the important one here itself. On the same cases here, this chapter deals with that is your brain testing, brain teasing problems of constructions of squares by combination of three parts after selecting them from the list of 5 different alternatives that been numbered from A to E, which is A, B, C, D, E. That the following discussion would assist us in solving such problem. You have to select a piece of which contain a right angle between the two adjacent outer edges. Try to fit another piece into the hollow space, and if you cannot select another piece, repeat the procedure with different sets of such pieces. Finally, with the two pieces that fitting into each other, find the third piece which is fits into the other two selected ones to get the complete square finally. And we now discuss a couple of the questions that we'll discuss here. Before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe to our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. So today we'll start discussing about constructions of squares and triangles. That has been the first question of the session. Question is, select 3 out of the following 5 alternative figures which together form one of the 4 alternatives like A, B, C, D, and when fitted together will form a complete square. So we'll go ahead for the same, and that even though we have to talk about it, so that has been even though important too. Let's go ahead for the same, and that we have as follows. So we have here the figure. I will just write it down here for draw it here for you. This is the first one. Second is figure B. We have here this has been a figure A, this has been figure B, figure C, figure D, and figure E. Okay, so here that the options we have were the same. That option A is ACD, B is CDE, C option is BCD, and the D option is ACE. On the same behalf of it, that the only figure that with right angle, right, in figure C, as you can see here in this figure, that and figure B fits into it's to be shown here, and that what it will be shown, and that will be fitted here. And after that, if we fit a C and B, then what we'll get here is on the same phrase, figure D completes that the square here, and by fitting it into the above combination, that the completed square appears as to be shown. So I will just tell you how they'll fit so that you will get to know about it. So it will be first we'll take as figure that is being the figure that is being the figure C. So we'll take it this one. This is a figure C. Okay, then after that we'll take it at figure C as C and figure B. So this figure B, which will be fitted here, as you can see when we break down all these, and then we'll farm it out as well. So it will be in the combination of this one. And after that we'll be having a figure here that has been the figure which we had taken as is your figure B here, which is being fitted here. This has been the figure here B. Then after that we will be fitting it out, and through that what we will have to, and we'll take it as the figure D as well, so it will complete that and will form a square here. And on the same cases we have figure B, C, D that will together form a square here. So hence we have your answer, which will be the C will be the right answer for this, because B, C and D, these three combination will form a square here. We'll talk about the second question of the sessions is, so select 3 out of the following the alternative figure which will together form one of the 4 alternative ABCD, and when fitted together will form a complete square. So we'll have your that being is as follows. This is the figure A. B we have like this. C we have. D we have. This is C, this is D. In the case of E we have this. Okay, options for the same we have. For A we have your A, C, D. B is your B, D, E. C is your which is being A, B, D, and the D is your A, D, E. In the same cases, when we going ahead with the solution for the same, we begin with choosing a figure that is having a right angle. Find figure A, that is we have here, that does not have any right angle. So figure B have the right angle. Now we try to fit the piece of figure B. We get figure D fitting into as shown, as this is being the figure B, and we'll fit the figure D here, that will be fitted here only. It will form like this. And then after that we try and then we finally select the figure E that we have, and that is fitted here, and that it will form a complete a square here. So B, D, E will be the right answer for this question, and which is we have your options, and that what we have to talk about it. Yet another type of a problem on constructions of squares is to be discussed below with the following examples as well, so that what we even have to find out. And the options we for this, we have your B1 will be the options, and because this is the question that we have to construct of squares and triangles only, so we'll find it out that as well. Now we'll go ahead with another question, that has been the third question of the session, and that has been the important one as well, where given below is a set of 5 alternatives of the figure that marked as A, B, C, D and E. You have to select the figure which does not fit into any of the remaining alternative figure to form a complete square, and we have your figures that to be as follows. This has been the figure A, then you have your figure B, then we have your figure C, then you have your figure D, this is figure D, then you have your figure E, this is figure E here. So in the same cases, clearly figure A fits into figure E. A is fitted into figure E here to form a complete square, and also figure B fits into D. Figures into fits into D to complete a square here. So it will be forming here, and clearly with the same, I will just show you how they are fitted. So it will be like this. So this upside is your figure E, and this has been the figure A. For the D and B, that is the combination, it will be fitted here as well, like this. This is a figure D and this is figure B here, that they are fitted. So figure C does not fit in any of the alternative figure to form a square, and therefore the figure C is the answer. Similar to the constructions of square, we have a problem on constructions of equilateral triangle. The solving of such problem will become easier after studying the following these questions that we had done here. On the same cases, we'll go ahead with next question that we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one as well. So we'll go ahead for the same, which has been the fourth question of the session. So that has been as follows: figure A, figure B, figure C, figure D, figure E. This is we have. So the options for the same we have is your A, B, D, and your figure option B is we have A, C, E. C option is A, C, D, and the D option is S, C, D, E here that we have here. And that what, even though we have to talk about it, which has been the important one as well. So here for the same, that we first select a figure which has an angle of 60° in figure A, that is, and such a figure, and now figure C then into it, fit into it here. So figure C will fit into figure A with the same, that what they will form here is was like this. You're forming here. Now we know another figure that which it fits into this combination is a figure E that we have, which such a figure that will get a complete square as shown, and that is in the complete triangle will be formed here. So it would be like this. This is being like this now. So it will be. So this is being the figure is being made here, that is being, they are forming a triangle here. And now we'll go ahead with another question that has been the important one, and that what we will have to talk about it. Let's go ahead for the same with the fifth question of the session. And in each one of the following problem, a set of an alternative figure, that A, B, C, D, and E, that followed by a set of four alternative A, B, C, D, E, which provided we are required to select the alternative which represents these out of the alternative figure, which when fitted into each other, that would form a complete square here. That what they will have to find out, and that is being the important one as well. So on the same cases, we'll go ahead for the same, and which is being important too. Let's go ahead for the same here. So here we go ahead with the fifth question. This is A, figure A. This is B, C, D, E. This options we have A, B, C, B, C, D, C, C, D, E, and D, B, C, E, that we have here. And on the same cases, we have your options as well. So in the same cases, we will fit it out, and that will find it out for the same, and we'll go ahead for this, and that is being your figure that will make here is was like this. This has been here. So the here, that is a combination of B, C, and your E, so that we will be having, and that has been the figure, which has been the D figure will be the right answer for this question as well. Let's go ahead for the next, we talk about it. So we'll talk about the another question that we have to discuss here, which has been the important one as well. So on the same cases, we go ahead, and for that we'll have to talk about it, as I told you, being here that has been representing as well. So with the same cases, we have another question, it is the sixth question of the session, that is also an important one. So on the same cases, as I told you, we'll go ahead with the sixth question here, which is going to be as follows. That has been representing here. It would be like this. This has been the figure A, then your figure B. It was like this. This has been figure B. C figure we have. This is figure C. You have your figure D, and then you have your figure E that we have here. So for the same, this has been the figure E, and this has been the question has been asked in your hotel management question paper, and that has been the important one as well in terms of it when we go ahead for the for the sake of when we are solving it out as well. So with the same cases, that what we required of, and that has been the important one as well. So in the same cases, we have to answer it out here. So for this, we have your options as I told you: ADE, BCD, ACD, DCE, and for the same we have to find out. We'll be just making a figure here, which is I will just write it down the options for the same. That option we have your ACE, then we have BCD, C option is CDE, and the D option is your which is the ADE. Oh, okay, A, D, and E. Then we have your BCD. Then we have your A, C, D, and B, C, E. So with the same cases, we have your figure for the same, that what we have to solve it out as was as like this. This is a combination where it will be formed. So this is the figure that we have is a BCD will be the right answer with the question, that is BCD. These three figures will combine one another, and then they are forming a particular figure, which is your square here, and that will be the important one as well. We'll go ahead with another question, that what we even though have to talk about it, which has been the important one as well. On the same cases, we go ahead with that has been the seventh question of the sessions as well. So the question 7th we have as follows, which is being representing like this. This has been your figure A, B, C, D, and E. So with the same cases, the options for this we have your option A is A, D, E, B, D, E, and that has been ABD. We have your ABC, and then we have your A, B, D, and then we have your C option is your ACE, and the D option of course ADE that we have. And this has been the important question that we have to talk about it, and that has been asked in MBA examination paper, which has been important one, and that's what we will have to discuss here. With the same cases we talk about it, and that what we're going to have to discuss here, and which is being important one, and that what we have to discuss here. So on the same cases, we will be going ahead, and that what we have to discuss, and as I told you being the options here, and this is being asking your MBA examination paper, and on the same behalf of it, that we have your options as well. So on the same cases, we go ahead, and for the same sake we have to answer, that has been the figure we have here is to be as follows, which is will be be the combination of where, and that is being your figure. The combination we have here is B, D and E, and for the same which is we have your answer. So B, D, E will be the right answer for this question as well. So B, D, E, B, D and E. So B, D, E will be the right answer for this question. So we'll go ahead with the 8th question of the sessions here, that what we have to discuss here, which is being as follows. This is being as follows. This is being the figure A. Figure B. Figure C. Figure D. Figure E that we have. This has been asked in MBA examination paper, and that has been the important one as well. So the option for the same is ABC, ABD, ACE and ADE, and that what we have here, and that has been the important one as well. So in the same cases we go ahead and which we have to talk about it, and for the same sake that what we have to answer it out here, we will be having a figure as well that is being representing. This is the figure that we will form here, and that will be the right answer. And where this has been the combination which we have is your A, D, E, and that will be the D figure will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to discuss here, which has been the 9th question of the session, and that what we have to discuss here, which has been as follows. Figure A, figure B, figure C, figure D and figure. We'll talk about that another one which we'll talk about here itself, that has been the important one. And the options for the same we have that being the we have your E1 as well, that is being the figure E. And options we have ABD, BCD, CDE and BCE, which we have to talk about it, and that has been the important here. And let's go ahead for the finding it out the solution for the same that we have as follows. So this has been as follows. The combination we have here is being B, C and E. That will be the right answer for this question here. B, C and E. B, C, E. Now we'll go ahead with another one that we have to talk about it. We'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that is the 10th question of the sessions here, and that's what we will have to discuss here. Let's go ahead for the same. Figure A, figure B, figure C, figure D, figure E. So this has been asked in your hotel management question paper. Options we have ABC, BCD, ABD, BDE, and that what we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one here. So for the same sake, we'll go ahead. This is we have. So for the same we have your options, and that has been the A, B, D will be the right answer for this question. A, B and D. So we'll have your answer is your A, B, D. That will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with 11th question of the session, and that has been the important one. So we'll go ahead. A, B, C, D, D, where that has been the EU figure we have. Options we have A, B, C, C, D, E, B, D, E, B, C, D. And for the same sake, we have your answer for this, and that has been as follows. So this has been representing like this, and that will be your B, C, D, and that will be having your answer here. So B, C, D will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another one which we'll talk about it, and that will be the 12th question of the session, and that is here we'll have to discuss about it. Let's go ahead for the same. So we'll go ahead with the 12th question of the session, that what we have to discuss here, and which has been the important one here for the same, and that we'll have to discuss there. So we'll go ahead for the same here, that has been as follows. This is the figure A, figure B, figure C, figure D, and figure E. This has been the question is being asked in hotel management question paper. That has been the important one. The options we have ABC, ABD, ACD, and CDE. That what we have to talk about it, and for the same we'll have to find it out the answer for this as well. We'll go ahead for the same, and that is we have your answer for the same, and that is in the same cases we go ahead, and as I told you, that what will form as an answer is in the form like this. You have your answer is this has been the figure we have here. The combination we have here is that has been the A, C, and D, that we have your combination. So A, C, D. Let's go ahead with another question, that has been the 13th question of the sessions here, which has been important to figure A, figure B, figure C, figure D, figure E here. The options we have ABC, A, B, E, A, B, C, D, and B, D, E. So for the same we talk about it, and we'll be having a combination as well. So that is being as follows. So it will represent like this. This will be like this. So this is being we have, and here the options for the same we have your B, C, D, and that has been the B, C, and D that we have here. So B, C, D will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll talk about the 14th question of the sessions here, which is being important too. Let's go ahead for the same. A, B, C, D. This has been the E here. This has been asked in MBA examination paper, and that has been the important one as well, and that what we even have to talk about it. So we are the same, we have your options as well. So that has been the ABC, BCE, BDE, and ADE, and that what we even have to talk about it. So let's go ahead for the same here, and on the same cases we go ahead, and which has been your the figure is all that what we have to talk about it is like this. So where this has been here, that we have your combination is B, D, E, and D, E will be the right answer for this question as well. Let's go ahead with the 15th question of the sessions here, which is being as follows. A, B, C, D, and E that we have, and in the same cases we talk about it, and that has been the important one as well. Options we have A, B, D, C, D, E, A, B, C, and A, C, E. So for the same we have to go ahead, and that's what we will have to answer it out as well. So we have your, this is being as follows. So here we have your options, and then according to that we have your A, C, E will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with the next one that we talk about. It is being the 16th question of the session, and that is being as follows. This is figure A. This is figure B, C, D, and E. So this has been asked in hotel management question paper, that what we have to talk about it. The options is A, B, C, B, C, D, C, D, E, and B, D, E. So for the same we have to talk about it, and that what we will have to answer it out here. So we'll go ahead for the same. So for the same we have your answer is was like this. And that is we have your answer here, and for the same we talk about it, that is being the figure which we have as follows is your the option C, D, E will be the right answer for this question as well. C, D, and E, that will form the figure here. Now we'll go ahead with the next question, that has been the last question of the sessions here, which has been the 17th question of the sessions is here, and that has been we have your answer figure A, B, C, D, E. This is we have, and the options for the same we have your, which has been ACD, ADE, ABE, and ABD, and all the same cases we have to go ahead, and for the same we'll have to answer it out as well. So that the figure we have as follows, being figure A. This has been the figure here, and for the same we have your options with respect towards it as being ADE, with the combination of ADE will be the right answer for this question as well. That has been the A, D, and E here, that will be having as an answer. So here we'll be going ahead with end up with, and that what we'll discuss about the 18th question of the session here, and which is being important too. So that we'll discuss here. Before ending it off, this that constructions of squares and triangles. Well, as you know that we'll discuss about the next question that we had done your sociology and software engineering, and other than that we talk about it. So yes, we had done your chemistry, and where we had done your chemistry. In the chemistry we had done unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9, as well as we had done your logarithms, anti-log conversions, as well as elements, symbols, and the atomic number, and the molar masses of cost. After talking about that as well, we had done your we are dealing with the DBMS, where we are dealing with the different types of VR diagram, which has been the important one as well. After talking about that as well, we are dealing here with the understanding the human being comprehensively, like human aspirations and its fulfillment. After talking about that as well, we are dealing with the reason here, which is being where we are dealing with the quantitative aptitude. Here it will has to start discussing with arithmetical ability, and in that we had done your analogy, which is we had done operations on numbers, LCM and HCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots, and cube roots. And then we had done problems on numbers, problems on ages, hertz, and indices, percentage we are dealing here. After talking about that in reasoning, we had completed your verbal reasoning, which is being the general mental ability and the logic reasoning. In general mental ability, we had done your analogy, classification, series completion, coding, decoding, blood relation, puzzle test, sequential output tracing, deletion test, logical Venn diagram, alphabet test, number ranking, time sequence test, mathematical operation, logical sequence of words, arithmetic reasoning, inserting the missing character, data sufficiency, decision making, assertions and reason, situation reaction test, verification of the truth of the statement as well. In logic reasoning, we have to cover up the logic, statement, argument, statement, assumption, statement, course of action, statement, conclusion, deriving conclusion from passages, theme detection, question, statement, miscellaneous logical puzzles. In non-verbal reasoning, we had down your series in logic, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, tool detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice, and dot situation. Now we had started with constructions of squares and triangle, where we had reached your 17th question of the sessions as well. and we'll surely start discussing about the 18th question in the next coming class. So here it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go to with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Thank you.